Yo, what is going on, guys? This is all in day 15. It's currently 1:38 a.m. right now. I'm making this video for Thursday's price action on February 5th. I just got home from a ski trip pretty late. I was meaning to make this video, but pretty much just skied the whole day and drove home. So unfortunately, I couldn't make it earlier, but I'm here now and I'm trying to get shit done. So today I did take a trade. I lost today, unfortunately, but you know, it's all right. But let's go ahead and go over price action. Price is very bullish or bearish, sorry. Very bearish today. These lows were already taken out, these daily lows, and I was wanting price to come down and take out these daily lows were a good target. I think price is inevitably going to keep moving down towards that, so that is a good sign. We're looking at let's look at the 4-hour here. Yeah. So if we look at the 4-hour here, we have these highs and these highs that are pretty significant draws. If I wanted to see longs, I would want to see some type of break structure, but we are in a bearish trend, very apparent, respecting this gap, creating lower highs, breaking structure. The 4-hour, if you look on the 1-hour, we've got this gap here, right? If I wanted to see price push higher, it'd be up to these highs, and it would swiftly move through this 1-hour gap. So I was looking for price to come into this 1-hour gap, and depending on whether it moves swiftly through it or if it respected it, that would determine my trade. We had London high, we had Asia high, we had this high get swept, price moving down, so I was looking for continuations within this gap or reversals from this gap. So if we let price play out, let's see. Computer's moving very slow. It's probably because I left it on all this whole trip. So boom, you see price come down, wick out London low, and move higher into this gap. ES is also doing the same. My targets, these are good targets down here. On the 4-hour, that would be my final TP. And the 4-hour for NQ, this is a good draw. These are good draws. Pretty much all the way down to here. But anyway, wanted to see price come respect this gap. You can already see that it was respecting pretty hard. So NQ's coming in this gap, coming up into equilibrium, coming into the 1-hour gap. You can see price starting to slow down on the 5-minute. ES has yet to come into this gap here. I wanted to see, so what I did see and what I wanted to see was probably the decision or the, how can I say this? The deciding factor of how today's trade played out. So we have these 5-minute highs right here. This will come in to be significant later, and we have the same 5-minute highs right here that NQ already swept out. So it's making a 5-minute SMT currently, and I was looking at ES because ES is clearly lagging, as NQ is leading on the bullish side of things. So we're getting that SMT on the 5-minute up here, right? But I was too hyper focused on this high right here, this 5-minute high. So when I saw price rejecting off this 1 hour gap, right? I saw NQ was breaking structure, right? Broke structure here, as well as ES inversing this gap here. And yes, I could have entered here. Yes, I could have entered here, but I was waiting because there was too much risk on the table for me personally. So I like, whenever that happens, I like to wait for a bullish close. So on this bullish close here, I entered. I had my stops here, and I had TP down to here. This was a good break-even point for me, right in this 5-minute gap and this equilibrium. So if price wanted to reverse and come off that, that would be a good break-even point for me. So I had entered here, and we'll see price, how it plays out. Boom. I immediately get pretty much wicked out, and ES wanted to come into this 1 hour gap as well. So I think what today went wrong was patience. And I've been really conflicted with today's price action and my decisions today. I think it really comes down to me not being patient, waiting for ES to come into the gap as well to have more confirmation. Because why would NQ come into the gap and ES wouldn't? You know, and I simply thought that to myself. I thought, maybe it won't. And a maybe is just not good enough. And clearly, price action was showing me different. So I got stopped out. I saw my entry. Yeah. I saw NQ was doing the same. I saw it retrace. I saw the sweep. I saw everything I needed. I had the SMT. I had everything. But I think I was too impatient on this one for sure. So we can see price, boom, runs down to my TP. Yeah, takes out this TP, and inevitably goes lower and takes out the other TP. So I think today, with what I'm gonna go with, is I should have been patient. I should have waited for ES to tap into that gap before entering, and you know, just a premature entry. That's as simple as it is. Today's price action was pretty beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I should have been more patient on that end of things, but you know, you live and you learn. I saw my entry, I saw my strategy, I saw everything I needed, and I entered upon that. That is what I am happy about. I'm happy about discipline to my strategy. I'm happy about executing when my plan said to. I just think it really came down to that 1 minute more of patience, and I would have been all right. And part of me wants to think patience, and the other part of me wants to think this is part of the winning statistic. But yeah, I'm really conflicted about today, that's for sure. But all in all, I did follow my rules. I acted where my plan said to, and you know, if today's trade would have went well, if I just waited a little bit, I had a premature entry, caused me to get taken out. So it sucks, man, but I think today's lesson is patience, and that goes for yesterday as well. Here we can check here. I'll show y'all that I did actually lose. Boom, here, 322. Sucks, but part of the winning statistic. I just need to be more patient, and that goes for yesterday as well. I definitely could have held on that position yesterday to let price run instead of closing. And I think me saying I didn't know how to close partials, which is not an excuse. It isn't an excuse. And I simply didn't know, but at the same time, I think I was just telling myself that because I know deep down in my heart that I could have let it run and I could have let it play out. But yeah, patience, guys. That's what I'm struggling with right now. Let me know if y'all caught this today. It was pretty much just like yesterday's. Pretty easy to read, personally. But yeah, sucks, but you know, I got off the chart today, went snowboarding, and it was just a dream. I was, sure I was dwelling on the loss. I was trying to figure out whether it was a winning statistic or it was simply my lack of patience. But I think I know the answer. I think I really do. So, anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for this one. I just got back from North Carolina snowboarding with a couple of buddies of mine, and it was pretty great. It was a good time to get my mind off things, especially on Tuesday, to just sit back and not think about trading whatsoever, to give myself just a little bit of a break. But being back home feels good. Even though it was a couple days that I was away from home, I'm definitely a homebody. I like my bed, I like my computer, and I like my setup. Um, there ain't nothing better than the comfort of your own home. So, but yeah, guys, I'm glad to be back. We'll see if price is gonna be moving like this all February. You bet I will be passing my eval this month if price wants to move this way. But let's remember, guys, patience pays. All right. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.